Apprehend God in all things, for God is in all things. Every single creature is filled with God and is a book about God. Amen. So, March Madness. What the heck? Have you been watching it? Oh, isn't it fun until yesterday? I was all set. I was all set to talk about Peter. St. Peter. I can't even remember their name. St. Peter's beating Kentucky and how great that is. You know, the underdog winning, and then yesterday. But even still, even with that, and for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, UT got beat by Michigan yesterday. Yeah, they did. But even with that, I still love March Madness. I love it. It's great, don't you? Don't you? I mean, it's amazing to watch how skilled these guys are, how hard they work. It's just a beautiful thing to watch. And not only that, it takes my mind away from, all that's going on in the world for a while. And that's nice. Except for after St. Peter's beat Kentucky, did you see the story they had on the guy from the University of San Francisco? One of their players from the University of San Francisco is from the Ukraine. And his family, thankfully, his mother and sister were able to get out of the Ukraine, and they're in Lithuania. But his father stayed behind to fight for his country. And I can only imagine what that's like for a son, how torn he must feel. I mean, he's over here to play basketball, so that's a good thing. And he's got a daily life to live, and that's a good thing. But all in all, thousands of miles away, he knows that his father's in harm's way. And how does one go about living like that? With that kind of tension? He said in the interview, that the little story they were doing on him, he said, sometimes I just have to go numb out, right? And that's one way to deal with living in the world when there's so much going on. Well, today's gospel is for him. And what I mean by that is today's gospel is really for anyone who is trying to live his or her daily life, knowing that we're living in extremely difficult times, and none of us really knows exactly what to do about all the difficulty. I mean, in the end, we can only do what we can do, right? And we have to live our lives. And so the gospel breaks into our lives right now and says in short, and this is what it says to me anyway, it says, in the midst of your life, don't forget to take good care of yourself. Don't forget to take good care of yourself today. And here's why I say that. Okay? In the gospel, if you remember, Jesus tells a parable. Parables are stories that invite us in to try to talk about it, work it out. It doesn't have one meaning. No parable has just one meaning. It invites us into the story and sees if we can relate to the symbols that the parable uses for our lives. Okay? So Jesus tells a parable of a fig tree. And the fig tree is not producing fruit. So, what that means to me is the fig tree is not able to fully express its life. That's what fruit is, a full expression of life. And because the fig tree can't do that, the fig tree can't contribute that life, that expression of life, for the benefit of everybody else. All right? So the fig tree can't express the fullness of what and who the fig tree is, and that diminishes life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't. Okay, what I'm saying is the fig tree is you, and the fig tree is me. Because each one of us has our own unique fruit that we can offer to the world. And the fruit that we can offer to the world contributes to life. Maybe in small ways, maybe in big ways, but the fruit that we have to offer to life contributes. But like the tree, we need to take care of ourselves in order for the fruit to grow. If we don't take care of ourselves, like the tree, the fruit doesn't grow. And then we have nothing to contribute, or at least not our best. You with me? Okay. So in the parable, the care comes in the form of digging around it, the tree, and putting manure on it. So the question is, what's your manure? Right? What is it that helps you grow? What is it that nourishes your life? And nourishes your life so well that you're able to express the fullness of who and what you are to life and contribute to life. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is taking care of the gift, the greatest gift God has given to you, your life. You're the fig tree. When you're taken care of, you've got this beautiful fruit that you can offer, and it's so beautiful. And I think this parable wants you to see how beautiful you are, and to sit in that, and to be happy about that. Because when we do that, when we take care of ourselves so well that the fruit that's within us grows, we have so much to offer life. And as I said, only you can really answer for yourself what really nourishes you, what really helps you to do that. But I have something to show you, and I've showed it before, but I'm going to show it again because I think it's one of the best ways for you to think about taking care of yourself. So please show it, Paul. And I'm not going to get back up here afterwards, so see ya.
You think this is just another day in your life? It's not just another day. It's the one day that is given to you today. It's given to you. It's a gift. It's the only gift that you have right now. And the only appropriate response is gratefulness. You should do nothing else but to cultivate that response to the great gift that this unique day is. If you learn to respond as if it were the first day in your life and the very last day, then you will have spent this day very well. Begin by opening your eyes and be surprised that you have eyes you can open. That incredible array of colors that is constantly offered to us for pure enjoyment. Look at the sky. We so rarely look at the sky. We so rarely note how different it is from moment to moment with clouds coming and going. We just think of the weather, and even of the weather we don't think of all the many nuances of weather. We just think of good weather and bad weather. This day, right now, it's unique weather. maybe a kind that will never exactly in that form come again. The formation of clouds in the sky will never be the same that is right now. Open your eyes, look at that. Look at the faces of people whom you meet. Each one has an incredible story behind their face. A story that you could never fully fathom. Not only their own story, but the story of their ancestors. We all go back so far. And in this present moment, on this day, all the people you meet, all that life from generations and from so many places all over the world flows together and meets you here like a life-giving water if you only open your heart and drink. Open your heart to the incredible gifts that civilization gives to us. You flip a switch and there is electric light. You turn a faucet and there is warm water and cold water and drinkable water. It's a gift that millions and millions in the world will never experience. So these are just a few of an enormous number of gifts to which we can open your heart. And so I wish you that you will open your heart to all these blessings and let them flow through you, that everyone whom you will meet on this day will be blessed by you. Just by your eyes, by your smile, by your touch, just by your presence. Let the gratefulness overflow into blessing all around you. And then it will really be a good day.